Hey everyone, don't forget to stay tuned till after the video if you want to find out how to support me or where to follow me on social media. And also, if you like this video and like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for choosing me, and on with the video.
Alright, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see this?
If white people didn't go looking for spices, then various sea routes to Indian subcontinent and Africa and other places of the world would not get discovered.
What?
And if they didn't get discovered, then East India Company would never come to Indian subcontinent. And if they didn't come, then the fertility of the land would not get destroyed because they forced us to cultivate tobacco and dyes and opioid, things like that, and that destroyed the fertility of my country.
What does it got to do with you being fat?
And then, if that didn't happen, and if they didn't exploit and extract resources until my ancestors were left with nothing to eat, we wouldn't move to this grain-heavy, very little nutritious diet that we have today. Also, if white people didn't come to the Indian subcontinent, then my ancestors would not go through 50 small, medium, large famines in
like the McDonald's menu.
Years.
How does family make you fat?
And in 1943, nearly 3 million people would not
1943.
have died due to starvation and malnutrition. And if that
So if they
didn't
die of
happen,
malnutrition,
then
why are you
this
fat?
entire place and the people of this place would not adapt to survive on lower calories. We also wouldn't biologically be programmed to hold on to more fat because my genes, they always think.
Okay, so that's where she got the bullshit. There's the pin in the bullshit.
A famine, you will not have food and you're gonna die.
You don't evolve that quickly,
I will also
bitch.
not be prone to diabetes, high blood pressure.
I mean,
You don't get that kind of
diseases.
evolutionary
Put
change.
down the fork!
So yeah, white people is the reason why I can't lose weight.
Excuse me?
Okay. Okay. Hold the fucking phone. So, to begin with, bitch, China had grain and noodles before white people ever fucking touched the Indian continent. And China was trading with India long before any Europeans crossed the fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you that dead? Are you that brain dead? Oh my god. Talk about manipulating history to suit your own fucking needs. Programmed to hold fat? It takes thousands of years for that you... Wow. All that bullshit just because you don't want to lose weight and you're barely 30 pounds overweight? Girl, I lost 20 pounds just having COVID for a week. Shut the fuck up.
So what you just witnessed, I know I put it on the screen anyway, was my dear nephew, Ruin Leon. If any of my followers aren't following, you should. I love that little shit. Go follow him. He just reached 200,000 subscribers. Congrats, by the way. 2 weeks ago, he decided to surprise me with that video. And I'm not exactly the smartest tool in the shed. I'm not the shiniest diamond in the rough. But I watch a lot of history. A lot of history. And let me tell you something. She ain't got shit right. She didn't get one fucking thing right. She took like a percentage of the truth and ran off with the rest of it. Okay? So let's do a breakdown, shall we? Because when I tell you, I physically was getting angry watching it. If you heard how silent I was, it's because I felt the rage bubbling up inside me. Oh, I was so mad. So, I did a breakdown, okay? I went to the evil overlords, Google. Google and I had a long talk. We did. And I looked up everything she said. Everything. So, we're going to watch this together, okay? We're going to view this together, you and I. And we're going to see in a breakdown what the dear girl got wrong, shall we?
I'm gonna prove to you why white people are the reason I'm fat today. If white people didn't go looking for spices, then various sea routes to Indian subcontinent and Africa.
Oh gosh, guys, right off the bat, the bitch is wrong. Shucks, how'd that happen? Okay, so let's take a look. The trade routes. Odd that she said the sea routes, as if someone had to travel across great distances of ocean. Crazy. Except, that's not how the trade routes started, kids. Not even close. They were started by the Egyptians. Yeah. She's actually referring to the Portuguese, which still didn't travel the ocean. But that's okay, because they are kind of tied by land. To each other. It's okay. The Egyptians and the Africans started trading with Asia and Europe thousands of years ago, as early as the 10th millennium BC. Okay? So let's start there. As a matter of fact, it's over the Arabic nations as well. The spice trade began in the Middle East over 4,000 years ago. Who's ever heard of the Silk Road? Arabic spice merchants would create a sense of mystery by withholding the origins of their wares and would ensure high prices by telling fantastic tales about fighting off fierce winged creatures to reach spices growing high on cliff walls. Because that shit kind of flew back then. Although, frankly, considering what people get away with on TikTok today, let's not even get into the fantastical things people believe just by watching a few TikToks. Okay. All right. So we're starting with that. The trade route she is referring to, I believe, is part of the East India Trading Company, but we'll get there. Again, started by the Portuguese. Now, does anybody want to look at a map? You know what? Let's just double check. Let's look at a map. Come on, guys. Let's get educated together about the white man's deeds. Come on. You know what I can see? They're all connected by land. Wow. Gosh golly gee. I can't believe it. Isn't that crazy, guys? Just crazy. So, right off the bat, she wrong. Let's go to her next point.
And other places of the world would not get discovered. And if they didn't get discovered, then East India Company would never come to Indian subcontinent. And if they didn't come...
Again, 10th millennium. 10th millennium, rather. BC. BC. Okay? So, we're talking about over 2,000 years before what most people referred to for a long time, before Christ. Now, I don't know about you kids, but 1600 is a full 1,600 years after that. 4,060. Gosh, I don't know. Math is awful racist as well, but I'm pretty sure even I can figure out that something's not adding up. Let's continue.
Then the fertility of the land would not get destroyed because they forced us to cultivate tobacco and dyes and opioid, things like that. And that
Gosh, guys. The fertility of the land got destroyed. Well, isn't that some... That's Oh, wait. India is the second most fertile country in the entire fucking world. Girl. Literally, all you have to do is Google the most fertile lands on the planet. Bangladesh, Denmark, Ukraine, Moldova, India, Hungary, Rwanda, Comoros, Togo, and Gambia. And then if you just go by the population density, they also put it right up on that list with America. So over 60% of India is agriculture. Does that sound like dead land to you kids? And then she said the opioids. Yeah, the white man totally started. Oh, shit, wait. Oh, no. Except Poppy is native to Africa. And opioids were created and popularized by the Chinese. Oh, shit. Guys, her entire narrative's falling apart. What are we going to do? I am slowly teaching her how she can lose weight without the white man. I digress. The only thing she got was the tobacco. But the tobacco didn't ruin the land. They just grew it there. By the way, before anyone comes at me, I understand the East India Trading Company wasn't exactly the nicest and greatest of things. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about how the white man makes her fat. And so far, she's failing at proving that to me. Let's continue.
Fertility of my country. And then, if that didn't happen, and if they didn't exploit and extract resources until my ancestors were left with nothing to eat, we wouldn't move to this grain-heavy, very little nutritious diet that we have today.
Interesting conclusion. I mean, it's completely wrong, but interesting. Very interesting. Except the Indian diet has been grain heavy for well over 8,000 years. Gosh, she's swinging and missing every time. I almost feel bad for her. Almost. Let's see. The early diet of India mainly consisted of legumes, vegetables, fruits, grains, dairy products, and honey. I don't know about you kids. That sounds like a grain-heavy diet to me. Staple foods, even eaten today, are lentils, whole wheat flour, rice, pearl millet. Every single one of those is a grain. And it's been that way since 6200 BCE. 6200 BCE. 1600 AD. Do you think she knows how to use Google? Oh yes, let's see. The history of Indian cuisine. Indian cuisine reflects 8,000 years of various groups and cultures interacting. Well, no shit. The latest influences would be British and Portuguese influence. Correct. Lentils, red, black, green lentils. Grains, wheat, barley, rice, maize, jowar, bajra. Widely consumed both in flour and grain form. Karamba is a type of, I hope I'm not butchering these words, kishti, and quite a common dish cooked using barley flour and curd. And this is going back well over 8,000 years.
Also, if white people didn't come to the Indian subcontinent, then my ancestors would not go through 50 small, medium, large famines in a period of 200 years.
Wow. 50, that is a lot. That's a whole, oh no, wait guys. You're right, it is a whole lot, or I'm right, it's a whole lot. That's because it was 12. That's it. There was 12 of them. Okay? 12 famines. Ranging from 1765 to 1947. It was during the British rule. One in 1769 to 1770, 1780. So they were all roughly a year long. Every single one, with the exception of... Okay, let's see. A couple of them were 2 years. And the most recent one was in 1943 to 1944. And it did lead to the death of millions. This is accurate. But I'm pretty sure famine is not just related to India. Pretty sure other countries and other cultures have had quite a few of them. Just pointing that out. I think being a little dramatic. Adding a whole 38 others. Honey.
That's a lot. And in 1943, nearly 3 million people would not have died due to starvation and malnutrition.
Agreed.
And if that didn't happen, then this entire place and the people of this place would not adapt to survive on lower calories.
Evolution doesn't work that way. You don't lose. You don't adapt that quickly as a culture, as a genetic difference. You don't. But I did look into it. She is right. They have said that the Indian population does in fact use intake less calories. Are you ready for the difference? Instead of the average American one of 2,400, theirs is 2,200. Oh! The absolute devastation! That calorie deficit must starve them all! And then I looked into how long does it take, roughly, for humans to evolve, to genetically not require anything? 6 million years. Sis, you're talking about famines that happened over only 200. Nay. You're wrong. You're not only wrong intellectually, but I don't even know what to say. Like, how can you be that set in your opinion that you're just gonna yeet scientific fact. It's all right. I'll pray for you, honey.
We also wouldn't biologically be programmed to hold on to more fat because my genes, they always think, okay, you're gonna die.
No, honey. No, honey. Oh, I'm just gonna ruin your whole moment now, aren't I? The exact reason why Indian people hold on to more weight is exactly why every other culture in the world does. 'Cause our lives have gotten easier. The only reason Indian people don't hold on to weight is because there's less war. There's less need to be out in the fields all day long. See, because automation, transportation, AC. Do you not understand that the more advanced the culture gets? Did you not see WALL-E? Let's continue.
At some point, there's gonna be a famine, you will not have food, and you're gonna die. I would also not be prone to diabetes, high blood pressure.
If you're overweight, you have a higher risk. Being Indian doesn't make you special for that. I am at a higher risk, hence why I try to eat as healthy as possible. Man, must be the white man's fault that I'm fat too. We'll see. Maybe I'm too privileged for that.
Heart diseases and all that other things.
All the other things.
So yeah, white people is the reason why I can't lose weight.
Well, number one, honey, back at you. Let's just start with that. A major fuck you to you too. And I say that sincerely because you could even see that you were starting to lose your own narrative. You were like, all that other stuff's crap. I don't have anything else to blame them for. What else? You know what? It's just their fault. This is not how that works. This is not how any of this works.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Okay? You are overweight because you chose to. You are overweight because of your choices. Whatever triggered those choices, you are the reason. And the only reason you can't lose weight is because you're not putting in enough effort. You can blame whoever the fuck you want, but it's your fault. Okay? Like, I cannot believe this is even a thing. I cannot believe this is even a conversation. You are the reason you are fat. And the lack of accountability that you possess is astronomical. It's impressively sad. And the fact that now we have gotten to it, and I'm going to do more videos on it because boy howdy, it's coming up more and more. Everyone is slapping over racism on the weight loss conversation now. They're making shit up. They're using small portions. So that's when anyone asks me, so you're not going to take an expert? Yes, because I'm not going to take the expert because 9 times out of 10, they are not coming from an expert standpoint. They are coming from an emotional standpoint, and they are looking for the evidence rather than just looking at the scenarios and seeing what the evidence leads to, the proper way to do it. They are out to search for it. I have heard more about the Hottentot Venus, I think that's what a Hottentot Venus, in the last year than I have in my entire life. She was such a small part of history and honestly, a blip. No one even talks about her. You would think that she gets slapped on posters in every dietitian's office saying, "Do you want to look like her?" I am so done with people turning around and making everything about race. Guys, you can't use racism as a shield to keep shoving Twinkies and McDonald's down your throat, washing it down with Coca-Cola. Okay? We've got this girl sitting here saying, oh, well, it's the white man's fault that I'm overweight because they brought bad food in. Then you've got other women, and I'm doing videos on them next, who are sitting there saying that it's the white man's fault that anyone's saying these foods are bad to begin with. There is no such thing as bad food unless it's poisoning you. Wait until you look into half the ingredients in these highly processed foods. It is poison, honey. Like refined sugar, if you look at the history of refined sugar, and don't worry, I'm going to look into it for you guys. I'm gonna lay it out for you. You will find out exactly how detrimental to the human body it is as far back as the medieval times. Okay? So don't worry, guys. But I just wanted to show everybody, so you know that this chick is not only full of bullshit, but she's proudly full of bullshit. She tried to sit there and say, I couldn't find the other video, she deleted it, but pretty much saying that you can evolve past one generation. Yes, it will show in your genetic makeup that your ancestors did go through a famine because of nutritional imbalance. It doesn't mean suddenly your body is gonna be like, well, I gotta eat everything. Gotta hold on to it all. I'ma die. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Guys, I highly recommend, this is the bad part about the age of the internet. Especially if you came from the MySpace and Facebook early years. Stop believing what any rando on the internet tells you. Please, for the love of God, do your research. Because I guarantee there is at least 1,000 people that saw that damn video and was like, oh, I can't believe any of that happened. Man, white people are so evil. Wait till I tell you the history about the rest of the countries. Oh! Wait till I tell you. You're going to find out the true definition of a colonizer. But you know what? That's all I had to say today. I will see you guys in the next one. And guys, we have 2 very strong community shout outs today. Aaron. We are very proud of her. She gave me very straightforward. She started out in 2017 at 298 pounds. And as of 2020, she dropped to a beautiful 176. And Aaron, we are so proud of you. That is amazing work. And then we also have one that was emailed to me a little while ago, but I gotta say, Steven, you're right. You did amazing. So Steven actually gave me a backstory. So you guys, Aaron and Steven actually weighed very similar. Steven started out at 289 pounds. And while he carried it well, he was 5'11". He still was in a lot of pain. And he realized it was due to a sugar addiction. He said somehow even when he was broke and, wasn't really making a lot of money, he somehow always found a way to get his sugar and Mountain Dew in, so he cut those out. And that, while clearing out a friend's land, during that time, he dropped about 50 or so pounds. Then he decided to start learning about health and nutrition the real way, and slowly changed his diet. Doing that alongside going to his local YMCA, where you can find him fairly often now before he is in the gym there, and then he'll go swimming afterwards. A great exercise, by the way, guys. Highly recommend. He is now down to 160 pounds, which is the goal he set for himself, alongside with being able to go camping without major pain and discomfort. And last month, which I believe he sent this to me in August, so in July, he made that goal a reality. Steven, congratulations. Next month, he will be, please don't judge me if I say this wrong, Okefenokee. He is going to be camping there in October. He's going to be hiking up Stone Mountain in November and exploring Linville Caverns in December. And he will finally end that by stargazing in Brasstown Bald for his 30th birthday in January. That is an amazing series of events. I hope you enjoy the hell out of them, Steven. You deserve it. The both of you deserve all the applause. Guys, I love hearing this. If you have any stories you want to share with me, your muscle growth, your toning growth, your health growth, your fitness growth, your weight loss, send me your before and after pictures. Send me your stories. I want to share you. I want to celebrate your success. Keep working hard, everybody. Congrats to the members of our community that did this, and I can't wait to see more of you. Hey, if you like that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, help me out with that algorithm. I want to first off thank all of my patrons. You guys are amazing. You help fund me. You help me do this. Thank you to Lisa, John Quinn, Sherry Molosky, Emil DeVry, Edie, Anime Chan, Lady Derpy, Choco Hooligan, Amelia, Esteban, It's Brentley, Gina Cena, Rox, AJ Larry, Nicole LeBou, and Becoming a Better Me, and Pink Dolphin Milk 65. Guys, if you want to join my Patreon, it starts as low as $1 a month, goes all the way up to $20, whatever else you want to give me. And we have a lot of different good perks. You can get drawings from me, you get patron exclusive artwork, and I try to get my videos out as early as possible to my patrons, although I have been failing a bit lately. If you like a lot of the merchandise that I wear, please make sure to check out No System. That is nosysnos.com. A lot of my shirts and jewelry do come from there. And here is all of my social media. If you enjoy my artwork, if you enjoy my rants, and if you just enjoy me, you can follow me on all of these different networks. I am like Fly Poo, I'm everywhere. Don't forget to check out my older videos or my most recent video, which will be right here. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget to tell the people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So guys, I love you. Be safe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.